time for Wiki Dives, possibly my favorite thing to do on stream. And tonight, we are going to be checking out American Gladiators. I decided that after doing so much Scandinavian diving on this show that we have to take it back to old glory. We gotta take it back to the red, white, and blue. We're taking it back to the streets of the United States of America. We are taking it to Thunderdome with American Gladiators. So let's see what we got here. American Gladiators is an American competition television program that aired weekly in syndication from September 1989 to May 1996. The series matched a cast of amateur athletes against each other, as well as against the show's own gladiators, in contests of strength and agility. The concept was originally created in 1982 by Johnny C. Ferraro and Dan Carr. Carr gathered the gladiators and hosted the show, and Ferraro financed and produced the original competition at Erie Tech High School in Erie, Pennsylvania, so Ferraro could have the event on film as to shop the new creation. So he commandeered the technical high school's gymnasium and turned it into the set of his pilot for this very strange competition show. In 1983, Ferraro financed, developed, and packaged the American Gladiators as a movie project. I wonder how that would have played out. In 1984, Carr sold his interest in a literary purchase to Floor John Films. Ferraro had been the main driving force behind the American Gladiators brand since 1982. In 1987, Floor John Films then licensed the unscripted rights to the Samuel Goldwyn Company, now part of MGM. Ferraro is the sole creator of the 1994 kids version of the series, Gladiators 2000, aka G2. I did not know that there was a children's version of this. Gladiators 2000 is a children's game show spin-off of American Gladiators. Hold, please. Oh, Ryan Seacrest fucking hosted it? What the fuck? Oh, we're diving now, people. Oh, it's like Guts. This is like exactly like Guts. Oh, come on. There had to have been a copyright claim on this shit. Wonder whatever happened to her.
Welcome to Gladiators 2000.
Do the kids?
If you see a doctor regularly, they can notice any changes or possible.
Sorry, I skipped forward and saw a dude with a book on his head.
A very important thing to remember is to make sure you get a full checkup, even if you're feeling fine.
How often should we have a checkup?
When our most expert.
It's edutainment, people.
You should get a checkup.
We've got this dude who probably went into pro wrestling after this, giving important life lessons on making sure that you go to the physician regularly. Did they say anything about it being a blatant ripoff of Guts, though? Maria Sansone. Oh, I guess she went on to be a TV reporter. Nothing about Guts in here, huh? That's interesting, because that is like, one has to be a blatant ripoff of the other. Anyway, back to the Gladiators. The only thing that I wonder is if there was any match fixing or stuff going on behind the scenes as far as the scripted nature of this show when compared to professional wrestling. Because yeah, there has to be a lot of overlap between these two worlds. It was just such a weird, like, concept for a show. It's like non-sports athletics and odd physical challenges and these kinds of things with, like, you know, amateur athletes. And yeah, it was just an interesting kind of overall presentation here. Yeah, directed by the Reverend Bob Levy. An all-star one-off primetime celebrity special, Superstar American Gladiators, aired on ABC on May 4th, 1995. Florijon Films, Inc. and the Samuel Goldwyn Company in 1993 granted a license to Chariot Entertainment in an effort to launch a live American Gladiators show on the Las Vegas Strip. But the president of Chariot became mired in a securities fraud prosecution through no fault of Florijon Films or the Samuel Goldwyn Company, and the live show went unrealized. That is the official party line, and we are sticking to it. They had no involvement in his securities fraud. You cannot prove otherwise. MGM Television, the successor company to the Samuel Goldwyn Company, during the 2007-2008 Writers Guild of America strike, sold to NBC a primetime revival that was closer to the British version than the American, with hosts Hulk Hogan and Layla Ali and Van Earl Wright, the play-by-play voice. That version lasted 2 seasons. So I didn't know that there was a British version. I guess fucking American Gladiators. What was the British version called? Just British Gladiators? Maybe they'll talk about... Oh, international broadcasts. Okay. Getting ahead of ourselves here. In July 2014, a revival of American Gladiators was planned in the works by A. Smith & Company Productions, where it would have incorporated elements that were inspired by the popular film franchise The Hunger Games, along with mixed martial arts. There you go. There's the MMA connection. I mean, you knew that there had to be some type of something going on with MMA in here. Like, the time just overlaps perfectly. The weird sort of pageantry and athleticism, all that kind of stuff when MMA was in its infancy, you know, it's like, this is like prime time for there to be weird crossovers in that realm. In August 2018, MGM Television with Ferraro and actors Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg announced plans to bring American Gladiators back again for the 2019-2020 season, the 30th anniversary of the franchise's television debut. That would have probably been absolute ass. Like, what the fuck were they gonna... I guess they would have just been the color commentators? I don't know. I think that American Gladiators had its time and place and really does not need to be rehashed 8 million times. That's just a personal opinion, I guess. In September 2021, it was reported that MGM Television had teamed up with WWE, formerly WWF, for a reboot of American Gladiators that will feature WWE wrestlers. The project is currently being pitched to broadcasters and streaming platforms. There you go, Byron. I knew that this topic was perfect for the cross-section of... Exactly, Byron hit the nail on the head. If you could have charted this out, it's just a 3-circled Venn diagram. MMA, wrestling, fucking weird spectacle sports entertainment from the mid 2000s, early mid 90s. You know, that era, 90s to 2000s. And right in the middle is all the things that I like. Yeah, Scandinavia there too, sure. Throw that in, pepper that in. Little dash on top. But I mean, you know, how perfect is that, right? And honestly, if it was going to come back, like I said, I don't think that it should come back. I think that American Gladiators had its time and place. It does not need to come back. But if it were to come back, the best thing that could happen is it comes back under the WWE banner. Hey, Saudi Arabia, after you purchase the WWE, this is your next big thing right here. No, I have not seen the set for the very first American Gladiators. Is there something weird about it? I mean, you're talking about the one in the gymnasium? Yeah, if it was the one in the gymnasium, then yeah, I have not seen that. But actually, that, dude, if that pilot is somewhere, is that out there? Oh, dude. Well, this is a pilot promo. American Gladiators, first episode, oh, this is the 2008 season, though. That doesn't count. Well, let's see the Let's see the pilot promo.
Do you want to be a star on TV's ultimate competition show, American Gladiators? If you've got the strength, speed, and personality, you can be a contender. It's part game.
She sure did have the personality.
WCA.
This is a cattle call.
American Gladiators on Fox 25 coming this September.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, there you go, guys. You could have auditioned. American Gladiators featured 4 competitors, 2 men and 2 women in most episodes. The players were referred to throughout the series as contenders, faced off in a series of physical games against each other and against a cast of costumed athletes looking to prevent them from succeeding, the titular gladiators. Huh. Each match saw the competitors trying to advance in a tournament with 1 man and 1 woman crowned champion at its conclusion. Once the quarterfinals began, the tournament became a single elimination affair. Reaching the semifinal round guaranteed a contender would leave with no less than $2,500 in cash. Wow, dude, a guaranteed purse of $2,500 bucks. 1990s money. Buy you a Tercel. The tournament runner-up would receive $5,000, while the winner was to receive $10,000 and an opportunity to become a gladiator. Hell yeah, dude. 10,000 bucks and you get to be on the aggro crag. Yeah, 2,589, 5,900. Yeah, I mean that's sounds about right, and probably would have gotten you a decent car back then. I mean, you know, maybe not a brand new Tercel, but probably one with low mileage. Not trying to make fun of the Tercel. It just happens to be the car that my mom was driving at the time, so I know that it was a piece of shit firsthand. They're collector's items now, though. Oh, International Gladiators is what the British version was called. Oh, okay. I guess this is what you were talking about, Byron. During the first half of the first season, the show's set resembled that of an ancient Roman gladiatorial arena, with the stands raised high above the ground. For the second half, the show's set was changed into a modern indoor sports arena style. The hooded figures that officiated the games were replaced by veteran NFL referee Bob McElwee, number 95. Starting in Season 2, former Pacific 10 football referee Larry Thompson became the referee. In case of ruling explanations, a host would interview the referee for an explanation. Sounds good to me. I don't remember there being hooded figures that officiated the games, though. Like they had like the Council of Elders, you know, like sitting there like. The first 2 seasons were recorded on a soundstage at Universal Studios Hollywood. Beginning with the 3rd season and continuing for the rest of the run, the show relocated production to the CBS Studio Center in Studio City, Los Angeles. The studio used to tape the show was referred to on air as Gladiator Arena. Okay, so here the events. This is, I guess, kind of the interesting-ish portion here, right? Hold on, let's see. So they have. Oh wow, there's a lot of them. Holy crap. 21 different event types. So I was gonna say, we should go through and like look at some of these, but like I don't think we'd be able to find all of them. In each episode, the contenders competed in a series of events. 6 to 8 events were played per show, varying from season to season. Most of the events tested the contenders' physical abilities against the superior size and strength of the gladiators, who were mostly pro or amateur bodybuilders and former football players. In most events, the contenders were not directly pitted against each other, but against the gladiators. Yeah, the gladiators are there to deter your progress. In each event, the contenders earned points based on their performance. Some events had objectives where each contender had to perform a certain task against the gladiator, while the gladiator was trying to do the same thing to them, such as attempting to knock each other off of platforms in joust. There you go. Prime Tyson as a gladiator, he would have mauled every single person on here, and then probably eaten them. Yeah, we're gonna go through and take a look at some of these actual. Like, I know that there's like a full episode on YouTube, so we'll kind of bump through a little bit and see if we can pick out a couple clips that'll kind of put these into context. The Eliminator was the final event played in each episode and determined which contender would win the day's competition. The contenders competed side by side to complete a large obstacle course as quickly as they could. In the first 2 seasons, the Eliminator had a time limit, and both contenders started the course at the same time. Contenders scored points for every second left on the clock when they finished the course. The contenders with the highest final score won the day's competition. Beginning in Season 3, the contender in the lead was given a head start with each point they led by worth a half second. The first contender to cross the finish line won. Of the events that debuted in the show's first season, only 6 lasted the entire original run on American television. Breakthrough and Conquer, The Wall, Joust, Assault, Powerball, and The Eliminator, although The Wall did not debut until the second half of the first season. Alright. So here are the Gladiators. Malibu, Lace, Zap, Gemini, Nitro, Sunny, Blaze, Bronco, Gold, Laser, Jade, Titan, Diamond, Ice, Thunder, Turbo, Storm, Tower, Viper, Atlas, Cyclone, Electra, Lace, Havoc, Saber, Siren, Sky, Dallas, Hawk, Jazz, Rebel, and Tank. Ding. Throughout the series, American Gladiators had several regular segments that were not related to the competition of the day. These segments were used to allow the audience to get to know the gladiators, or to highlight some of the best moments of past competitions. Gladiator Moments, Season 3. Gladiators reflect and talk about their favorite moments of the first 2 seasons of American Gladiators. Now these are the ones I'd really want to watch. I'd want to watch the, like the Ask a Gladiator segment from Season 3, where fans write into their favorite American Gladiator asking them questions. Hawk, what gives you the will to carry on as an American Gladiator? Well, I eat my vitamins and say my prayers. Zonka Zonks! Brief array of clips featuring the funniest moments of the show, which includes mostly hits, tackles, and tumbles of the contenders and gladiators. But was Larry Zonka actually involved? 30 Seconds With, from Season 5 on, gladiators are asked a number of fill-in-the-blank questions. In the final season, the questions were taken away, and it was just gladiators talking about a random topic. Oh, that would be fucking great. Jade, what do you think could possibly solve the crisis in the Middle East? Tower, who is your favorite Ninja Turtle and why? Well, I've always been kind of a, Michelangelo guy, but sometimes I feel like Raph, It really just depends on the day, depends on how hard I was working out, how much iron I was pumping. I mean, all I know is that you never want to be caught looking like a Donatello when you really need to be a Leonardo. Yeah. The show was taped at Universal Studios Hollywood until 1991, then moved to Gladiator Arena Studio 3 at CBS Studio Center in Studio City for the rest of its initial run. The National Indoor Arena, home to the UK version, hosted the International Gladiators competitions. International Gladiators. Let's see what that looked like. GladiatorsTV.com? There's a whole website still for this? There is. Gladiatoriated. American Gladiators. Oh, wow. There's a whole bunch of gladiators going on still. Oh, is there Norway? There's Sweden. Hey, close. Dude. Rage quit. I know what we're doing when I come over. Oh, dude, it's still on. Classic Swedish Gladiators and Swedish Gladiators Revival. Gladiatorerna. Dude, look at this. 11 seasons in, baby. Delta. Bullet. Bjork? Wait, that Bjork? No, not that Bjork. God, could you imagine if Bjork was actually... All right. Stepping to the joust podium now is Bjork, and she's actually just going to yodel. She is yodeling at her opponent, and it seems to be working. That is great to know, though, that there is a lot of international gladiator competitions still going on, and that it could be coming back here in this country, too. Possibly. We'll see. Maybe if we go down farther, it'll say something about it. The original pilot was hosted by Fran Tarkington. Wow, how about that? And Tim Reitman. The first 13 episodes were recorded from July 24th to August 5th, 1989. The remaining 13 episodes of the first season began production on January 9th, 1990. The entire 26-episode second season was recorded in 5 weeks from June to July of 1990. That's another thing about this show that I think was very made it a really good production for this company. It was probably a really big money maker because there probably wasn't a lot of overhead in general. I mean, the cost of keeping the lights on and all that kind of stuff aside, I mean, you know, you're knocking out 26 episodes in 5 weeks. I mean, that's pretty good. If you have all of the competitors and all of the gladiators ready to go and, you know, rotating throughout the weeks and stuff, you could knock out a good amount of programming in a short amount of time. Oh, one of the gladiators gets dumped on in the first episode? Oh, shit. I really gotta see if we can find that, man. Gladiator Nitro gets knocked out? Is that it? That might be it.
Malibu, the cool, laid-back surfer at home on the beach. You're looking at Lace, feminine, sexy, but always a lady. This is Gemini, a split personality.
Is this more of what you remember here? Like this style?
This is Zack, strong, silent,
Zack!
the Terminator. You're looking at Nitro.
Oh, you're looking at Nitro before he gets knocked out. That's what you're looking at here.
And let's
Is a hockey player.
John Shumsky.
RPI and the University of Lowell, 2 collegiate hockey powers.
Imagine getting knocked out by a guy named John Shumsky. Oh, 14, 20, 14, 20.
She'll be firing a cannon that fires. Mean business as well, and I think they developed a little strategy here.
Nitro, Gemini, Malibu. Look at Malibu with that mane. Good lord, how many hours did it take to feather that thing? Oh, let's go. Ooh, out. Oh! Dude. Steamroller rolling like a freight train. Holy shit. Dude, KO.
15 points for every goal scored. Shumsky just misses there as Nitro takes him down. Between Craig Williams and Nitro. Nitro is still down and he's out on his feet. I think he's temporarily.
Okay. Wow. In the first 2 seasons, a new 1990 or 1991 Chevrolet automobile of the Grand Champion's Choice worth up to $20,000. Vehicle selections included GM vehicles such as the Lumina APV, Cavalier, Metro, Tracker, Storm, CK Pickup, Caprice, Suburban, Camaro, Beretta, Blazer, etc. Wow, so there you go. you could get yourself something a little bit better than a Tercel. In Season 3, a 1992 Chevrolet S10 Blazer, and in Season 4, a 1993 Suzuki Sidekick was awarded to the Grand Champion, and the runner-up received a Club Med Vacation. The runner-up prizes were eliminated in the 5th season, getting cheap in the 5th season. Although, I'd probably take a Club Med Vacation over a Suzuki Sidekick personally. Oh shit, another Gladiator gets fucking wrecked in that same episode? Let's see. 22... God, this is bad day for the Gladiators, huh?
With the winner.
Fuck yeah!
On Paris big guys. Is that the way you
Oh, John Shumsky with the hundo.
And it worked?
Be honest. Do you think that this guy has ever picked up a chick and used possibly the greatest line of all time in saying, "Hey baby, ditch the bum, get with the shum"? Alright, sorry.
After watching
So
what
what competition is this?
when he collided with Fred Williams.
Oh, this is like the juking competition where you have to like get past the Gladiator. Uh-oh.
That could be the only advantage I think.
Oh, he's about to push that hairline a little bit farther back, isn't he?
Gets that 15 yards of momentum built
Those
up.
plugs are not going to hold up, my friend. I'm sorry.
But maybe steer
John Shumsky.
Oh, here we go. Oh, no!
No finesse there, Joe. Shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line race, so is the green right of the end zone.
I mean, is that like... That's just allowed in the competition? Like, you just like... You're supposed to just truck the guy? Oh yeah, Malibu most definitely hangs loose. Oh, and the hooded ref. Okay. Oh, there you go. I don't even need to jump around. The hooded ref is right there. He kind of blends in with the background. Oh, man. He looks like he's seen the inside of a dungeon or two.
ruling if it's thumbs up.
Yes! Oh, thank you. Oh, screen grab that, dude. Yo. That has to be a fucking meme right there. Like, how has that not been a meme already? Oh, Gemini cheated on the joust. Oh, man. Dude, Gemini is making the sport look really bad. The Gemini is really doing no good for the pseudo-sport here. See, this is also reintroduced information. Joe Theismann and Mike Adamle co-hosted American Gladiators during the first half of the first season. Theismann presiding over the proceedings and Adamle serving more of an analyst role. After Theismann left the series, am I pronouncing his name right? Adamle? He became the lead commentator and remained in that role for the remainder of the series. Todd Christensen initially was Adamle's replacement as analyst, and Larry Zonka, there you go, the Zonka was there. Wherever there is goofiness, there will be Zonka. Joining the series at the beginning of Season 2 in 1990, Zonka was replaced by Lisa Malowski following the 4th season, and she held the analyst position for Seasons 5 and 6. Danny Lee Clark, who spent the first 3 seasons and most of Season 6 on the show as Gladiator Nitro, became co-host for the final season and was credited on air as Dan Nitro Clark. Very good. Adamle also hosted both seasons of International Gladiators and was joined by John Fashiono in Season 1 and Ulrika Johnson and Kimberly Joseph in Season 2. A referee wearing an executioner costume appeared during the first half of Season 1, portrayed by former football player Jeff Benson. Then NFL referee Bob McElwee became the referee for the second half of Season 1. Larry Thompson, a former... Right, we got that. But yeah, I love the executioner costume referee. That is a great touch that should never have been changed. So was Shumsky or whatever that guy's name was he one of the winners? I guess not. He didn't go on to win. All his claim to fame is flatlining Nitro or whichever one that was, Gemini. American Gladiators was broadcast in the UK by ITV as part of their nighttime slot starting on September 1st, 1990. In 1992, ITV debuted their own version called Gladiators, and in doing so became the first country to adopt American Gladiators. Well, to adapt American Gladiators. Mike Adamle, funnily enough, worked for WWE in 2008, and Season 2 runner-up Rico Constantine went on to work for WWE in 2000. Hey, man. I mean, is it a surprise to anyone? I guess that is somewhat surprising about Adamle, though, because he was an actual football player. Wow, there you go. His picture on Wikipedia is him holding a WWE microphone. How fitting. USA Network was the first to air reruns of American Gladiators, acquiring a total of 104 episodes. In 1992, USA began airing episodes daily in the late afternoon following its game show rerun lineup and preceding Cartoon Express. Fuck yeah, dude. Cartoon Express was the shit. Yeah, dude. Cartoon Express on USA. I remember those bumpers. Man, that brings back some memories. We'll have to do a Wiki Dive on that sometime. The network initially had rights to the first 3 seasons and picked up rights to the 4th when it finished airing in 1993, but did not pick up any additional seasons beyond that. USA aired reruns through at least 1996, just as the show ended its original run. Spike TV purchased a rerun package. They began airing during their last days as the national network in 2002. Yeah, back when it was TNN, I remember that. And if there was ever a show that should be aired on Spike TV, American Gladiators is absolutely it. Originally airing weekday afternoons and late night Saturdays, Spike eventually scaled back the reruns to the late Saturday airing and then dropped them in 2003. Spike was only given rights to season 2 through 4 in their entirety, special episodes from seasons 5 and 6, season 7 in its entirety, and both editions of International Gladiators in their entirety. Alright, right on. In 2007, ESPN added the entire original series to ESPN Classic. There you go. This meant that the non-specials from seasons 5 and 6 saw their first airings since their respective seasons, and the first season, including the episodes under the original format, would be seen for the first time since USA carried the series. That's interesting. ESPN Classic briefly pulled the original American Gladiators series from its lineup shortly after a revival premiered in 2008, but returned it after the revival concluded. Yeah, they didn't want to give any additional promotional boosts to Hulk Hogan and his failed endeavor there. Although I guess it lasted for 2 seasons, so not a complete failure. In 2017, an absence from television lasted several years. After an absence from television lasted several years, American Gladiators reruns returned to air with the launch of the Sinclair Broadcast Group's action-themed broadcast network, Charge. Don't remember that. Charge Network? Oh, it's still around? That must be on like some level 10 cable or some shit. I've never heard of Charge Network. Edited reruns of the UK Gladiator series were also added as of 2020. Both shows are no longer on the Charge schedule. RIP Charge schedule. Now I have no reason to see if I can find your network anywhere. As of April 2018, SITV, Sports Illustrated TV, has added the original series to their premium channel add-on for Amazon Prime. So there you go. In October 2019, a channel dedicated to the original show, as well as the 2008 revival, was added to Pluto TV on channel 136, later channel 303. Episodes span the entire run of both shows, with only the International Gladiators episodes absent. On October 1st, 2021, the channel was removed from the lineup. What? Shit. Well, that really puts a dampening on things. It puts a damper on the festivities, doesn't it? I thought we were going to get to do some Pluto TV watch-alongs, and now we can't. Well, fuck that. On April 12th, 2021, it was announced that an upcoming documentary film about American Gladiators for the ESPN series 30 for 30 was going to be produced by Vice Studios and ESPN Films by Ben Berman. Oh, so maybe it hasn't been released yet. On July 14th, 2009, God, there are some really like dedicated American Gladiators fans if they have this much like exact documentation on the dates and shit. I mean, Jesus Christ. On July 14th, 2009, Shout Factory, one of the best companies still in existence, released The Battle Begins, featuring commentary from The Laser, Zap, and Nitro. The Laser? And an interview with Billy Worth. This DVD only has the last 14 episodes of Season 1, the mid-season recap, and the second half of Season 1. Oh, so they don't show the hooded executioner referee. Lame. Although, might have to see if we can find a copy of that. Let's see how much that's going for on eBay. American Gladiator, 160 bucks? Please, dude. Wow. Okay, there we go. $33. That sounds about right. I wonder if they discontinued that altogether. Yeah. Guess it is out of print. Yep, looks like it. All right, 33 bucks. Somebody go grab it. It had a soundtrack? Oh, dude. Oh, okay, it's mostly like a jukebox thing, I guess. Tough enough. Yeah, it's your typical fucking arena football bullshit anthems and stuff. Oh, but it does have a couple of original compositions here. Oh, let's see if let's take a brief listen to what Joust sounds like. Do they not just have the actual... Man, we gotta see if we can find the... We gotta see if we can find the soundtrack. That... Hold. Oh, dude, you can get it on cassette! Get it on cassette. Get it on CD. Oh, $6 will get it to you. Free shipping! Oh, man, I wish we could just, like, preview some of it. I would love to hear, like, what some of the original tracks sound like. It's probably awesome, man. Shit, dude. I gotta get a copy of this CD and send it to my producer and get some beats made out of it. I wonder if they do have it on vinyl. Nah, I guess not. That's unfortunate, man. I probably would have bought it if it was on vinyl. I probably would have purchased it right now. Just to have it. It would be hanging up on that wall back there for a while. American Gladiators Orlando Live. There you go. Add that to the fucking Venn diagram, and I knew it. I was thinking this entire fucking time, this whole time that we were doing this dive, I was like, I know that there is some connection to Florida in here. I don't remember what it was. I don't remember, like, how it all broke into it, but I remembered that there was something American Gladiators related in Orlando. There you go. In 1995, American Gladiators performed a dinner show in Orlando, Florida. The dinner show featured Dallas, Laser, Hawk, Ice, Nitro, Jazz, Saber, Siren, Sky, Tower, and Turbo from the TV show, along with new Gladiators Apache, Cobra, Elektra, Flame, Flash, Jade, Quake, Rage, Raven, Tank, Thor, Tigra, Titan, and Viper. The events included The Wall, Breakthrough, and Conquer, Assault, Whiplash, The Eliminator, and others. I wonder if that was scripted. Now see, this... Dude, oh my god. Okay, hold fucking please. American Gladiators Orlando, please. Please. Oh, yes! Is this like an actual full thing of it? Or as an ASL ballet? What is going on here? Dude, yes! But is this an actual, like...
This time we kick things into high gear.
Oh my god, dude. What year is this? 96. Oh my god, I could have gone to this! Oh my god, look at this shit! This is awesome! This is a literal ASL dance number? Wow, the thumbnail wasn't kidding. Yeah, the footage is actually pretty decent too, you're right. Okay, we might have to just watch this entire thing at some point. Yeah, this looks like it was actually like maybe shot as like a promo video. So it's not really like the same though. It's like, it seems like it's more of like a acrobatics kind of thing as opposed to an actual competition. One of these days we should just do like a full wiki dive on the history of dinner theater in Orlando, because there is a long history of dinner theater in Orlando. There are still dinner theater shows going on in Orlando, and actually there are plans, I think, for there to be new dinner theater shows coming up in the greater Orlando area. So that might actually have to happen. Dinner shows in Orlando that are still going on, at least that I know about. There are 3 big ones right now. There are Medieval Times, which has been around forever. That's like the biggest one, I guess. Or at least, I think that there are multiple locations. So the one in Orlando has been there for a long time. That's the big one, Medieval Times. Then there is Capone's, which is like a gangster-themed dinner show. And there is the Pirates dinner show. That is kind of like a pirate-themed acrobatics show. But those are just a few of the many, many offerings that Orlando had. At one point, Dolly Parton had the Dixieland Stampede in Orlando. There was a show called Arabian Nights in Orlando. A whole bunch of different dinner theaters adjacent to the theme parks, which is actually the more interesting shit if you really dig down into it. Everybody, comes to Orlando for all of the tourist stuff, the major tourist stuff. They go for Disney World and Universal and SeaWorld, I guess, to a lesser extent. What you really need to go to is fucking like Legoland and the Pirates dinner show and fucking, down I Drive, like the weird shit at the end of I Drive, like Deezerland, that type of shit, dude. I fucking knew it though, dude. I swear. This entire time that we've been doing this, I was like, where is the Orlando connection? Because in my mind, I thought that they actually taped in Orlando. I thought that they taped in Orlando at Universal Studios Orlando, back when that was still being used for more filming. They still do some filming at Universal Studios Orlando, but it's significantly decreased over the years. Actually, I think not WWE, but was it like TNA? I think wasn't it like TNA or one of the like offshoot wrestling promotions? I think that they taped in Orlando at some point at Universal Studios. I think I seem to remember Jim Cornette talking about that at some point. Yeah, it was TNA. There you go. So yeah, I thought that American Gladiators was one that also taped there at some point, but I was mistaken on that. But I knew that there was some connection, and there you go. There's the connection, baby. All right, other versions. Gladiators 2000, a kids version of the show called Gladiators 2000, also known as G2, hosted by Ryan Seacrest and Maria Sanson, where it had traditional games mixed with trivia questions thrown in for educational value. Aired in syndication from September 9th, 1994 till May of 1996. So yeah, so it was like an edutainment kind of show. We saw a little clip of that earlier. Everybody, make sure you get your physicals. An hour-long, one-off celebrity primetime special called Superstar American Gladiators, hosted by Pat O'Brien and Kim Alexis Duguay? Kim Marie Alexis. We'll go with that. Aired on ABC on May 4th, 1995, were 4 teams of stars from the 4 major television networks of ABC, CBS, NBC, and Fox, each led by an American gladiator from the original syndicated version. As their team captain, competed against the Gladiators from the syndicated series in various contests for $15,000 and the Superstar Gladiator Trophy. So this was one of those like Battle of the Network Stars kind of thing. The celebrities in the special were Sarah Chalke. Oh god, the chick from fucking Scrubs before she was on Scrubs. Well, perhaps not the most flattering picture of Sarah Chalke, but I guess you know where their intentions lie. Deborah Dunning, Darius McCreary. Oh, Eddie Winslow. Yeah, real star power going on in this thing here. A revival of American Gladiators, hosted by Hulk Hogan and Layla Ali, aired on NBC from January 6th until August 4th of 2008. So was it 1 season or 2? 2 seasons. Wow, they just crammed 2 seasons into 1 year. Alright, well, oh, so here you go. Okay, so Guts. I was trying to fucking find the Guts article, and for some reason it didn't take me there earlier. Guts was filmed in Universal Studios, Florida. So where, let's see here. Did it say anything about the American Gladiators, like, ripoff kind of deal? No, I guess not. I mean, they have it as a related article, but it's not like, I guess that, yeah, well, I guess you really can't copyright the idea of having people do obstacle courses. I mean, although that pyramid really did look a lot like a fucking aggro crag. Well, I guess let's take a quick look at 2008 here. God, look at this. They have a freaking entry for every event and all this shit. Come on, man. Actually, what I'd really like to take a look at is where they say... What about the WWE making the purchase here? Let's see. It's from 2021, so not that far back. American Gladiators set to return. MGM teaming with WWE for reboot of classic competition series. I don't know if this actually ended up going anywhere. Maybe this fell by the wayside. Or got crushed under the weight of Vince McMahon's sex scandal. Seems like a good timing for the Hollywood studio and Vince McMahon's Wrestling Federation, given the success of physical competition series in the non-scripted space from American Ninja Warrior to Floor is Lava and Holy Moly, as well as the growing focus on WWE with Netflix's interactive film Escape the Undertaker. What? Escape the Undertaker, an interactive film on Netflix? Does anybody know about this? We're really rabbit holing now, but I mean, I'd never heard of that. And a documentary series about McMahon from Bill Simmons, as well as the Blumhouse TV scripted series, The United States of America versus Vince McMahon. I've heard about that. I didn't see any of it though. Yeah, they probably have a fucking field day with what's going on now. But what is Escape the Undertaker? I've never heard of this. See if we can maybe they have a promo for it. Oh, they have a full episode on YouTube. Oh, here's the trailer. All right, let's take a look at this real quick.
I've spent a lifetime studying the dark arts and uncovered
No, you haven't.
unnatural forces.
Excuse me, Undertaker. It's your boys, the New Day.
Oh, good lord.
To consume the souls of the good.
This looks terrible. Alright, I mean, I get the gist. Yeah, that looks really dumb, to be perfectly honest, but, I mean, I give it a shot, I guess. Why not, you know? Who cares? Whatever. It's all just goofy theater at the end of the day, right? Oh yeah, did the American Gladiators 30 for 30 ever come out? Well, yeah, these are all about it happening. Oh, coming soon still. Alright, so we will reapproach this documentary when it actually is released. Yes, alright, let's take a look at some of these intros.
This is Malibu, the cool, laid-back surfer at home on the beach.
Hang 10,
You're
Malibu.
looking at lace, feminine.
Nothing laid
sexy,
back about that hair, though.
always a lady. This is Gemini, a split personality.
Who's about to get run over.
The next. This is Zap, strong, silent.
Mrs. Brannigan.
You're looking at Nitro, cocky, explosive, and always aggressive.
And a model for the original
And this
Mortal
is
Kombat.
the all-American woman. These
Not
are
that
the
Sunny.
American Gladiators.
That Sonny is in jail for running a person over.
Visually interesting.
How could you not get knocked off of a pedestal like that? I mean, like,
And capable
there's no way to
of
leverage yourself.
emotional moment.
Blaze. Just Blaze? Loser. Cool guy. Hot chick. The ugly one. No, I'm just kidding. That was a Homestar Runner reference.
Your American Gladiators. Mike
Adam Lee, okay.
Todd Christensen.
Flexing on him. Todd Christensen flex. With the low 5. American Gladiators Eiffel Towering each other. Oh, look at those graphics. Oh, hits me right in the feels. The Zonk, baby! I actually like those graphics too, honestly. That's good on the themes. Let's take a little bit of a look at some of the rest of the like actual competition stuff here.
It's Dad. It's Dad.
You damn right it's Dad, baby. You might know me as Shumsky, but to the ladies, it's Dad. All right, get him, Shump. The Shum, baby.
John Shumsky will have to do the same. And quickly, Gemini gets rid of John Shumsky. Mike Weston.
Boo!
Manages to get his shoulder
Nope.
into Shumsky, but I don't know whether the judge
Illegal.
He's got another chance with this cannon. Our baby.
Oh yeah, this shit.
It's a game of quickness, agility.
Oh, could you imagine being a spotlight operator for this show? What a great gig that must have been.
Duck, duck, duck.
One place you do not want to be is on the receiving end of the Zap cannon. Oof. Right into the camera. What?
I'm a fighter. I do it for a living. Shouldn't mess with somebody who knows how to use a weapon.
Well, I guess.
Hey man, this show is like fucking quotables all day long, you know? I'd sample that right there. What is this, the Eliminator?
And coming up next, the Eliminator.
Yeah, baby, let's see. This is basically where Wipeout came from, you know?
To knock them down into the pit. And when they get over to the other side, my co-host Mike Adamley is going to tell you about the rest of this one.
And then there's another choice, and maybe the most important choice. Which lane to take? I could take the left lane or the right lane.
You take the left lane, there's a ferocious bear! Behind one of these doors is a live alligator. So what happens if you get the Gladiator? Does that mean that you're just eliminated? Like, can you bust through the Gladiator like Shumsky did to Gemini, or?
Quite possibly.
Oh, you gotta bust through the Gladiator, okay.
This is the final event. It's weighted a little bit heavier than the others. There are bonus points to be won. I would think with
Brenda Hund, the one who knows how to use a weapon. Come on, ladies, pick it up. Swing for life. Oh, why would you choke up that high?
A great struggle here, and finally,
I would have loved to just see just fucking Decker in the helmet. Like, bam! It looks like Brenda just broke her fist on the helmet of Lace. Yeah, let's check out the men's eliminator just because I hopefully that's a little bit, maybe a little bit more action-packed here.
to lose to John Shumsky.
Oh, Shumsky.
Well, all does not seem lost, though, for John Shumsky.
Shumsky is still the man-ski in my book. Malibu's just chilling. Win or lose, I still leave with the chicks.
May have a very rude awakening.
See? Better if you're going to choke up that high.
Barrier. Craig goes flying well past the pads.
Ah. He still tried to truck somebody, though. He was like, I am going to run as hard and fast as I can until someone stops me. Oh man, he was ready. He was like, I don't give a fuck what's on the other side of that thing. I am going to go full force. This is probably going to get its own fucking, like, addendum wiki dive right here. I think we're going to have to just watch this entire thing because I really do want to see the entirety of the ASL ballet. Yeah, man. I'm a little disappointed though that Pluto TV doesn't have the full episodes. You know, because they used to have all 7 seasons, and now they don't. What an unfortunate break. Thank God for Bill Conti and his amazing score for American Gladiators. Ah. Cheers, Rage Quit. Thank you guys for hanging out for the Wiki Dive too, by the way. I hope it was entertaining.
Game.